Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan battle video. In this video we are going to take a look at the Strength Android 18 EZA that recently came to DBZ Dokkan Battle Global. So this is the free-to-play Strength Android 18 Future, and she is a Siblings Bond 77% lead or a Strength 50% lead. She also greatly raises attack on her super attack and raises her defense, which is pretty good. She has attack and defense of 100% plus an additional attack and defense of 18% per rainbow key sphere obtained, plus an additional attack and defense of 70% along with a medium chance of evading the enemy's super attack when your team has Android 17 Future attacking in the same turn. Launches an additional super attack when there is a Hybrid Sands or Earthlings category enemy. So overall, a pretty interesting EZA, a nice little change up, just pretty much a raw increase, a 30% increase on the attack and defense bonus, and yeah, obviously the 18% attack and defense per rainbow key sphere. She also got greatly raises attack instead of just raising defense, and a buff to her leader skill. In terms of links, we have Organic Upgrade, Android Assault, Twin Terrors, Brutal Beatdown, Battlefield Diva, Dismal Future, and Shattering the Limit. All pretty strong links. And in terms of category, she's on Pepe Gals, Future Saga, Android, Siblings Bond, Android Cell Saga, and Worldwide Chaos. Of course, she is best on a Siblings Bond, a Androids category, or an Android Cell Saga or Worldwide Chaos team. Whatever team she can link up with any Android 17 Future is going to be the best team. The Android 17 Future does include the Android 17 and 18 Future unit that will also trigger the full passive, so that will also count. And she looks pretty interesting. We're gonna try her on an Android's team. The nice thing about this Android 18 and with the associated tech is that they actually share a pretty good amount of links with the 17 and 18 units. So if you take a look, you'll see her with the Pepe Gals, with the Organic Upgrade link, the Android Assault link, Twin Terrors link, Brutal Beatdown link, and then they also share Dismal Future as well. So they share quite a lot of links. That's 5 links in total, so that's pretty good. She shares 6 links with the Tech Android 17, which is also pretty damn powerful, but overall a pretty good unit, and one that is going to be a lot of fun to use, but especially good in long form events where that attack and that defense can really stack up, considering all of the long form events are basically against pure Sands. You're not really going to get that additional Hybrid Sands super attack, but it will help you in things like Infinite Dragon Ball History, where there's plenty of Earthlings and Hybrid Sands, and help you in things like SPR and ESPR as well. So it's going to be something pretty interesting and pretty cool overall. So for me personally, I really think it's a cool thing. I really think Android 18 looks really solid, and yeah, I'm just pretty happy with her in general. We've got it linked up with the physical one. I just didn't want to showcase both in the same video, as I felt they should have their own moments to shine. But yeah, we've got her linked up with the physical one. You can get her a Rainbow Orb, and you'll see that will increase her stats pretty good as well. 165, 150, 160 mark around there. We are getting quite a bit of defensive support from the AGL unit, but for the most part, it's still a pretty good stat. It's a pretty nice starting point. 1.3 mils, not the greatest. We are fighting a Hybrid Sands enemy, so we should see her fire an additional attack, and then there you go, 1.47. So pretty nice. The greatly stacking attack actually helps them quite a bit, and they can get up to decent attack stats pretty early on. In terms of build and things like that, you're definitely going to want to build her into criticals. Although she's not guaranteed additionals against a lot of categories, Hybrid Sands and Earthlings is a vague enough category that you can pretty much just run her, and you will likely get her additional to proc in most events, at least just based off of what I'm seeing. So I think for me, I would go full crit on her, and then you can put the rest into additional, and chances are against hybrid Sans enemies she'll probably fire, you know, possibly 3 attacks, which is cool, but she'll definitely be much better with crits. Even without the additional, she should stack pretty well. So yeah, pretty impressed overall with her performance. For me, quite happy with Android 18. I think they did a good job. They didn't change her too much. She's literally fundamentally the same unit. But with the increased stats and the tweak to her passives and to her super attack effect, she is definitely much improved, which I think is good overall. I do think sometimes it is definitely, you know, like, you don't need to do too much to these units. Sometimes just a little tweak in the right direction, keeping them consistent, keeping them just the same way that they were. I think all that really does help overall, and I think it really you know, improves the functionality of the team in general. So yeah, but we'll see another stat from her here. Obviously here we've got a bit of an attack support, no defensive support. So you can see that defense hasn't dropped too much, and that's because of the stacking. We'll see her tank a super attack. She will take some damage because obviously, you know, basically she is fighting against AGL type, but some really nice damage. You can really see how that greatly stacking is really coming into play, and is really helping her quite a bit. So yeah, really good overall. Honestly, quite happy with that. And yeah, I think really good performance from Android 18 there. So yeah, I think what we'll do next is we'll take a look at you know, just Android 18's links, see who she links really well with, and then we'll be able to, you know, get a good idea of who you can run her with and who you can't run her with. So obviously, in terms of her link set, it is very specific, as most Android 18 and 17 units are, especially the extreme types, or the future ones at least. Very much designed to link with Android 17 units, lesser so other Android units. But there will be some common links. Sharing the limit is a very common, obviously, key link. Battlefield Diva is also a common key link on the Pepe Gals team, but I mean, I wouldn't activate it because she's not nearly going to be as good on the Pepe Gals team. So yeah, I definitely wouldn't activate it, I would say. It's not something that I would distinctly focus on. You can see here that there is the other strength Android 18 who will link with her because they don't both have future in their name, and they share a decent amount of links, but you're not going to be activating that full passive, so it's just not really something that I would say is for the best. You know, I don't think it's absolutely necessary. So yeah, there's also the same with Android 14 and 15. They link pretty well with her, but again, you're not really activating the full suite of links. So for the most part, you want to focus on Android 17 future units because that's going to get you the most traction. Of course, there is a perfect Android 17 future unit in the form of the free-to-play one. The tech one, and he links great, and there's no reason why you shouldn't use the two of them together on every team. They're both free-to-play, so there's no real difficulty in getting her perfect link partner, and they really do act really well together. So from my end, you know, we can point out all the link partners, but realistically on every team but Pepe Gals, he's going to be her best link partner, and he's completely free. And I wouldn't run around Pepe Gals anyway. But yeah, it's just interesting to see the options, but there's no real need to. And I think we've seen a pretty good indication of what Android 18 future will do. She is better in long form events, but she is looking really solid as is. Is she worth the orbs? Well, it's going to depend on what your siblings Bond and Android's teams are like. But for the most part, I think she is, especially if you're a new player and you're struggling with long form events. Her and the Android 17 unit are really going to hard carry a lot of your teams. They're going to do a lot of good work. They're going to carry the load. They're going to really just push your team, or at least one rotation, to a very high level. They're going to stack really well and really quickly with their increased stats and of course their increased ability. But that's it from me. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, or comment and I'll try and reply back. But until then, bye.